Welcome back to Star Childs Abroad. We have been traveling for the past 6-7 months in Central America, and we have some thoughts about a couple places we've been. So the last place that we were at was Oaxaca City, and we were there for 1 month. And yeah, we have some thoughts. We have some things. But yeah,
I guess I'm bad.
I know. But it's just, we have some feedback or opinions. If you are new to this channel, I'm Nick. This is Jay. We're married. We're queer. Yeah. Anywho, and we've been traveling. So Oaxaca.
It was nice. I liked it.
It was nice. We lived in a not touristy area. We lived in a neighborhood that was known for its schools and education. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think it was called Educacion Colonia. Or Colonia.
Santa Rosa.
Yeah,
it had two names.
It had two names, but the Colonia, the specific name was Educacion. That was on the address. Mm-hmm. So it was for the schools in the area. Most people who are foreigners are usually going to go to Central, which is very touristy. It's downtown. Very touristy. In fact, when we would take a taxi, because we couldn't take Uber here, it was all taxi in Oaxaca. We'd take a taxi and we'd go to Central, and that's when we would see the other foreigners. Because when we lived in our neighborhood,
there were no foreigners.
There were no foreigners. And most people thought Jay was Mexican. I mean, you are. Full Mexican.
Local.
Yeah, and obviously I'm not, and so we would get lots of looks, mainly because we're interracial. But not aggressive looks or anything like that. More just curiosity.
Yeah.
Just oh, why are you guys together? Why are you here? But he was.
Why is she with that black dude?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But it was everyone was super nice.
Yeah.
Very friendly neighborhood. Pretty quiet, I would say.
Except for the loud Pentecostal church.
Next door. It was pretty loud.
They were partying until
party.
Party.
And the occasional cat fight.
Yeah.
It was cats we go at it. And our place was really nice. It was very big and affordable. It was $1,100.
Huge.
And it was a 2-bedroom. It was very big. Very, very big. And had a washer. Had a rooftop terrace situation. It was really nice. The only thing that wasn't nice was that you had to turn on the hot water. You had to go outside to turn on the hot water.
The water heater was outside.
Yeah, so that was a little annoying. We did also make a mistake I made a mistake when we did laundry. I forgot to turn off the water. You turn the water on and off to do laundry, and I forgot to turn it off, and I wasted the entire water supply.
The tank drained.
I took the whole tank drained because I left it on for 2 days, and that wasn't fun. But the hosts
they were really nice about it. It was oh, we're so sorry. We'll pay for the new water tank because they only do it maybe once a month or something.
Maybe like that, yeah. And we were willing to pay the whole thing, but they were nice and they only made us pay half.
Yeah.
But I was willing to pay the whole thing. It wasn't our fault. It wasn't my fault, so I wasn't tripping about it. But it was a big deal.
I don't remember how much it was.
Total, it was 1,000 pesos.
Okay.
For our half, it was 2,000 pesos total.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot.
It's a lot of money for Mexico, but how much is that? It's not that much though. In American dollars, it was $50.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that much, but it would have been $100 total. But in Mexico, that's a lot of money. And we were just yeah, whatever, $50, $100, yeah. They were cool with it, and we just paid half. And then, it was fine. We did have I had a little bit of a roach issue, but I think it was, I don't know how they got into my bathroom, because
everything was sealed.
Yeah. But we've had worse roach issues, so it wasn't really that bad.
The worst was in PV.
Yeah, Puerto Vallarta was pretty bad.
But it was I don't know. The couple times that we have had a cockroach problem, it's the first time is usually our fault.
Yeah.
Because we forgot to
cover
the drains. But this time it was we covered all the drains and it was just there was a crack somewhere in the bathroom that we couldn't see.
Possibly the toilet plumbing. But I don't know. Can't be for certain. But yeah, that happened. It was fine. We got through it. I wish the hot water was hotter.
But yeah, I didn't get that hot, but it was fine.
It's fine. Really enjoyed it. Another thing that would maybe like a negative is we were there in autumn, so it was the month of November. Yeah, it was all November.
Wait,
yeah, November. Yeah, I was like, what month was that? November, and so it was autumn, and like right before winter, and the temperatures during the day were very comfortable. You'd be like 75, 80 degrees, and we're in the mountains, so it's like if you're in the sun, it's hot as fuck. It was like piercing your skin hot. But then at night, it would drop 30 degrees, 40 degrees.
It was really cold at night, and there's no heating in the buildings, which is like you don't need it.
Except in the
summer.
Yeah, because it was like the way that the house was built, it was built to keep the house cool. So like I'm sure during the summers it's perfect, but during the winters it was like, whoa, this is cold in here. It was like freezing. It was like hard to stay warm at night. But yeah, in terms of everyday life, people were just living. Food was fantastic. I think it was at least the local food that we got. Like it was really yummy. It was not very spicy, which is something that we've come across. If a place has temperate weather, the food ain't spicy.
No,
it has to be like hot as hell, and then the food's spicy. It's so weird, but it was affordable, and it was like everything was super walkable to get to. And we like went to this one restaurant across the street from our Airbnb like 6 different times. We went
there a lot. It felt like our own like private restaurant.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I really loved it. It was Raíces y Tierra. Very, very cool place. What else did I know? I got some notes here. We talked about the interracial aspect. No one cared, but they like were curious. But no one really. We were left alone. No one. It was like, aren't you so scared? Or
bothered us.
No one gave a damn about us. No one cared. We went to a concert.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Faruza Mahida, and that was a good time. I was like one of 2 black people in the concert. It was fine. It was a good time. What else?
Everyone was just like really chill.
Everyone was super chill.
Yeah.
Good tacos. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, what else to say about it? We did go on a hike, and that hike ended up being kind of weird because it was a bunch of like white people, basically.
Yeah.
It was like white people and Europeans, like white Americans and Europeans.
Yeah.
And we were like the only people of color besides the guides.
Yeah, it was a little awkward, but it was like everyone was really nice.
There it is. Yeah.
It was good. I'm glad we did it, even though I'm glad we did it.
That's
even
fine.
though it was like very tiring.
It was very tiring because it advertised itself as being like an easy hike, but it was more.
I think it was moderate. Yeah.
Hike. But yeah, I was fine. It was totally fine. I just don't like doing things that feel touristy, and that felt touristy.
That was the most touristy thing that we did. I think we would have had a very different experience if we had stayed in Central. And I'm glad that we didn't.
Yeah.
Because that day, I think we only went there
twice.
The day that we went on the hike, because that was where the pickup drop-off point was. And then we hung out for like a little bit. And that was nice. And then we went back another day to explore more. And that felt a little bit more touristy and overwhelming.
Definitely.
I don't know. It was weird.
It was a very weird experience. It just felt like a touristy downtown city. I mean, it's a lot of people trying to sell you stuff. That was pretty annoying. I do not like to be accosted to buy things. I really don't like that. So that was like a really annoying for me. I was getting a little overwhelmed with having to like people coming talking to me. Yeah. I'm like, why are you talking to me?
They're just trying to sell you something. It's easy for me to ignore it, but it's harder for you too.
I'm like, if I want something, I would come to you. I don't want anything. Leave me alone.
We went to the stamp museum though. That was really cool.
We did go to the mall, but that was kind of it was like right outside of Central?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we went there. That was cool. I bought some clothes at Walmart. Had some food.
Yeah.
Saw some things. It was cool. Bought some shoes. It's cool. It was a cool outside mall. But yeah, I would say like overall, it was a really good experience. I felt very comfortable there, and I can see myself going back, but like would want to go back in warmer weather, even though the sun is pretty intense no matter what.
You definitely need an umbrella to walk around during the day. It's not somewhere where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go enjoy the sun. It's like, no, you're gonna get burnt.
Yeah, because the elevation is just
everyone covers themselves.
Yeah,
for the most part,
unless you're a gringo. You don't.
Getting red.
There's a lot of red people. A lot of people who are burnt. It's crazy because it's like autumn. It's like why you sunburnt in autumn? It's crazy. But no, it was good. It was a good time. Enjoyed that place. I would want to go back in the summer. I think spring and summer would be more ideal because of the just being so cold at night was a little unpleasant. But everything else was great. It was really affordable.
It was very affordable. Yeah, I'd say more affordable than the beach towns we've been to.
Yeah. Well, it's not a beach town.
I know. It's very affordable.
Yeah. Oaxaca was cool. So, anything else you want to add about Oaxaca?
No. It was nice. Would recommend.
You would recommend. 10 out of 10, whatever. More like a 9 out of 10. I would say it's a 9 out of 10. Would recommend. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we will see y'all in the next recap. Our next video will be talking about some other adventures we have recently. So, see y'all then.